This is the group I'm presenting to. Hi, team.
Tonight we're going to be talking about winking and how you can use it more. Now, a wink, by the basic definition, is to close and open one or both eyes quickly. Now, that's very simple, and you might ask yourself, why wink? Well, you may want to flirt or joke. It might be the only way to communicate. You can use it in technology, and you can use it as a conspiracy, and actors also need to know how to wink. So first we need to test our flirt skills. You might think this is the only reason to wink. It's our first reason to wink, but it's only the first. So I myself used this as a flirt tactic, and my husband can tell you on several occasions I would wink multiple times in one sentence, like trying to get his attention, even though he was dating another girl at the time. But it worked, right, honey?
Yes.
Yes. So sometimes winking doesn't work with flirting the way you plan. For instance, we have a clip here from Friends.
What's going on?
Well, my eye is a little itchy.
Need mine too. Yeah.
So as you see in that case, Rachel, the character, had something in her eye. Joey thought she was flirting, so he was trying to flirt back, reciprocate. It didn't work in that case, and he tried to play it off cool. So be sure to know when you're flirting, your wink might be misinterpreted. You can use a wink by way of a joke. Sometimes it helps to land at home that you're being sarcastic, and it's okay, we're joking here, it's okay. It just adds a little emphasis sometimes. Sometimes it's the only way you can communicate. Sometimes your hands are full of groceries. This has happened to me before, and I'm trying to point to something, but I can't, I'm loaded down, so I'll wink in the direction. So winking can be effective in that way. Might be a good help for you in the future. My father traveled to Japan for work, and he was treated to several lovely dinners. At one, the entree to start with was octopus. There were several octopus beautifully put out on the plate, and he was trying to be polite. This was for business, didn't want to offend anyone, and so he tried one, and that was all he was gonna get. And he didn't want to say anything. The meal was progressing, the waitresses were coming and starting to bring the next plate out. And so he caught the eye of one of the waitresses and winked at her, and she nodded, took his plate away, and he was able to save himself and from his business associates from any embarrassment. Winking, guys, it works. Another way, I have used this. Sometimes you're in a crowded room, you're in a conversation with someone, and someone you know walks in, and you don't want to be rude and break the line of conversation that's going on, and so I have winked to someone across the room, acknowledged them, hello, but I'm still engaging in the conversation. Those are 3 ways that you can talk with your wink without saying a word. Technology. We can now use winks as emoticons. It helps because sometimes you type out words in a text and it's not given the point. You don't know how it's going to be taken. You don't know if the person will read it as a serious thing or as a joke. So if it's a joke, sometimes it's helpful to put a wink at the end to help them know that you're on the lighter side and you're not being serious. Conspiracy. I like how these 2 pictures are 2 world leaders. And I don't know exactly what they're trying to communicate here, but I like to think there might be a conspiracy going on with Mr. Obama and Mr. Putin. So we are now going to see two instances of conspiracy. One is successful and it's understood, and another is not successful and misunderstood.
And frankly, it's a very difficult charge to prove.
Man, that sure is gonna fall in love with you.
So in this case, an underlying meaning was coming through and it was understood of, I don't agree with what you're doing and okay, we're doing a conspiracy and we don't like this. Here's the misunderstood one.
Who told you to sell the car? So many words, but I believe they don't understand.
Freaking do it! That is a grapefruit! It's my acid! I need that card back as Mr. Steinbrenner's. I was responsible. Well, stuff's already sold to some guys whose kid is in the hospital. Well, get it back! It's very important!
But how can you get it back or not?
Get it!
So, conspiracy was misunderstood, and thankfully in this situation they were able to clarify. Might have been a little too late though. In acting, winking can be so effective. Here we have Mary Poppins winking, and it added to the magic of the moment of saying how you just needed to snap, and the job's a game, right? And here Harrison Ford is being a hunky Han Solo at the end of Star Wars Episode 4, and he winks to Princess Leia, and you know it's a moment. Something's building between them. You don't know quite yet what, but it's exciting. So actors need to know how to wink. What if you can't wink? Who here has a hard time winking? Who here can wink both eyes? Okay, so there is hope for you. There are YouTube tutorials and exercises you can do if that's something you want to move toward. If you are an actor and a director tells you, okay, now look at the camera and wink, and you can't, you might be out of a job. So know that there's hope for you and help if that is something you would like to improve in your life. So my question to you is, what message would you like to send with your wink? You can have a conspiracy, you can flirt, it can be a way to communicate non-verbally, it can be a way to use it in technology, and it can be a way to, do you guys remember the last one? Acting, yes, absolutely. So, does anyone need any clarification on winks and what they might communicate? All right, well, thank you for your time, and I hope to see you winking more in the future.